Good morning, guys. Today I'll be taking you with me all day. Well, majority of all day. I think once the afternoon comes, I'm gonna just cut since I have to do tutoring and so forth with my son. Maybe one day on another vlog I'll show you one of those. This won't be a normal Tuesday since I'm actually going to the doctor today. I know if you guys noticed from one of my previous videos, I think day 2 of VLOGMAS, I discussed taking a step back from clients and just my overall health. Well, today I'm finally getting that information from a doctor, getting my blood work done and so forth, just so I can start putting together a game plan on how I would like to better myself overall with balancing my hormones and so forth. I will make sure all of this is filmed so you guys will be able to refer to it for our Wellness Wednesdays in case anyone else who's watching this is having the same types of issues with hair loss in the middle, hair on the chin, fatigue, trying to work out, losing no weight, all of the things, and how I plan to navigate that. So stay tuned. Currently, what time is it, bud? 7? It's 7 o'clock. Yeah. It's 7 o'clock. So I used to get up between 4 and 5, and now I get up between 6 and 7. One of the things that I'm doing to balance my hormones is getting a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So I don't even let myself get out of bed if I haven't slept for at least 7 hours. This alone has helped me tremendously in how much stress I feel overall in my body, my back, as well as, of course, my weight loss. Yeah. So now that it's 7 o'clock, and I just got up, the first thing I want to do is I'll try to consume at least 30 grams of protein. So I try to do the 30 by 30 rule where you get 30 grams in within 30 minutes of waking up and get a 30-minute workout in. All of that happens. So I'm about to consume my protein. Then we're going to go on a 30 to an hour walk. And then I'll come in and start my day before we head out to the doctors. Let's go. Okay, so to get my 30 grams of protein in, I'm starting with an egg bite here. Okay, I got this from Trader Joe's, but you can make this yourself by just putting egg whites inside of a tin. This will give me about 6 grams of protein. Next thing I'm doing is I'm going to make a protein smoothie or shake. I normally use coconut water, but I am out, so I'm going to use probably water today. And the protein powder I'm using today is 310. I changed this up just so I can have different flavors since it's something I eat every day. And this is going to give me 15 grams of protein. Plus the 6 puts us at 21. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. So that's going to put us at another 2. That's 22, or actually 22.5. And then I am going to use here 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, which will give us 4. So we're at 26 grams of protein. And then I am going to use this Obvi collagen here. Let's see if I'll let you guys focus on that. Is it focusing? Yeah. And so it just gives it a sweet taste overall. And that's going to put me at an additional 9. So that'll put me over my 30. So that's how I get my 30 grams of protein in first thing in the morning. I do try to have some type of veggie, but we're in a rush here. So like having an arugula salad or something, just so I'm balancing it out with fiber, because that is one of the biggest things as well. But yeah, that's how I'm going to make this protein smoothie and get my 30 grams of protein in within 30 minutes of waking up, and then 30 minutes of a workout. Let's go. One of the things that I had to be very intentional about with really trying to center myself, relax myself, is making sure I take the time to actually eat, and I'm present when eating, and I'm off my phone with eating. It's one of the hardest things to do, believe it or not, but it really does help me in my mindfulness and give me a sense to really unplug. So breakfast with my devotional. Not sure if you guys can grab that. It comes in clear. This is by Jackie Hill Perry of Awakening, and it's truly amazing. So I'm going to enjoy this before we go on our walk. The crazy thing is, if you've been following me, you know that pretty much all of my clothes have been updated, and I got them from the TikTok shop. So these, this, shoes, you name it. If you guys are not buying from TikTok shop, what are you doing? I know you're probably thinking, Crystal, why? I have Amazon, which is great. But there's a lot of things that's on the TikTok shop, like this, which is a Lululemon dude. That's normally, what, $118 from Lululemon, and I want to say it's about $50 on Amazon, and it's like $10 to $14 on TikTok shop. So I was running so late, guys. I had to just hop in the car. I'm turning on self-driving, so that's why you see me hands-free. Because I know someone's going to say something if they see a hand come off this wheel. But all in all, I am on the road going to the doctor's office, and I guess I'm in the headspace of you want everything.
4 minutes to exit 89 La Paz Road.
You want everything to be good, right? But at the same time, I want results. So I'm going in for this blood panel, but I will tell you that I did not want to go in. I wanted to get it's called a hair mineral test, like an HTMA test, and they were just so expensive, and I felt like I was just lost on, should I do the hair mineral, should I do the GI, should I do the Dutch test? And so I got into a state of analysis paralysis where I just was doing nothing, right? But I know something's wrong. So I was like, you know what, I'll just start with the blood panel. But it's so frustrating and kind of scary because so many people say that they've gotten their blood done and the doctors found nothing, like nothing. And so I'm sitting back like, God, I don't want that to be me. But of course I don't want crazy results either, right? But I want answers. But I don't want it to come up negative because I know something is wrong. Like the way I look, it's just so much, guys. So pray for me as I go in. I will definitely come back and share the results. I don't know if I'll get everything today. It might take a couple of days, but this is where we're at. I am 37. I'll be 38 this week, and I am trying to get some answers to what's going on with my health, and hoping that the tools that our doctors use can actually work, even though I've seen people say that it doesn't. So we shall see. Here we go. Hey y'all, I know y'all thinking, what the heck, where did she go, what happened? Well, I went to the doctor yesterday, and they didn't do my blood work. I was supposed to have fasted and I forgot, but I at least found out while I was there that I had high blood pressure. Not to the point where I need medication, but it was definitely high. And it was just so hard to come back to the camera. As you can see, I'm like holding back my tears. And so I wanted to just give myself a day to process that. Sorry. Yeah, I know I don't like crying on camera. Talk about it with my family. And I just have never been unhealthy. If you guys know me, you know that I ran a whole fitness business, right? And so it's just so disheartening. I don't eat bad. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat crap. Now, I do eat sweets. That I will tell you, you know, but cardiovascular disease, it definitely runs in my family, but it's something that I've been very intentional about trying to make sure I don't go down that road. And yet here I am, elevated blood levels. And it's frustrating, because this is one of the things I was saying about going in for these blood tests. They give you what's wrong, but they don't give you the root cause. And I sat there in the meeting and I'm like, okay, but what's causing it? Yes, I've gained weight, but what's causing that? Because I'm not eating any different than I've ate before. Yesterday, my meals, I had a protein shake, as you guys saw. I came home, I had a snack, which was coconut yogurt with some chia seeds. I didn't eat the whole thing. I only ate half. Then I had some spaghetti and had a nice little bowl of spaghetti. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my day. That was it. Because once I got pretty much settled in at home, mentally I just couldn't eat anymore. And I knew I had to fast for this. So it's just like, it's so frustrating because I don't eat bad. And yet they can't give me no answers. There's no answer yet, at least. Of course, hopefully these blood tests will give me something better, but there's no answer yet. It's just, you have high blood pressure. And it's like, well, how do I fix it if you guys aren't telling me what's causing it? If I don't eat, like, there's people I know that eat pastrami and just horrible, and yet my heart is being affected, and I eat fish here and there. Now, I will tell you that I do eat a lot of canned fish, so that is something that I think I am going to give up, just so I can start getting a change in this. Even though we don't know what's causing it, I figure I'm just gonna eliminate everything at this point, which is something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go through this big drastic change. I wanted it to be gradual, you know, where it's like, oh, okay, they said move this, but they don't have any answers. It's just, you have high blood pressure. So in my mind, to get rid of it, just get rid of everything until we can figure out what's actually causing this weight gain and the high blood pressure. I know that we'll get these results back in like a week, so I'll do another day in life when we go through the results. I'll probably wait the next day because I'm probably gonna be emotional. I don't want to be crying on camera. But yeah, they're giving a full metabolic panel, comprehensive panel, just tons of information is going to be pulled from these lab results. So I'm really excited. Hopefully we can start to narrow down the root cause of this excessive weight gain, the hair under my chin, my hair in the middle of my head falling out. I thought it was, look at this. This is how long the hair is in the middle of my head versus the front. Like, it's just crazy. But you know, going in today, I have not eaten. I'm gonna take you guys with me because after we leave here, I do want to go grocery shopping just to start to get some of the things that I need to get. I want to, of course, I'm gonna look to see if I can buy Tabitha Brown seasoning, since I believe she's salt free. If not, I'll get the Mrs. Dashes, and then just a lot of different changes in regards to my protein powder. I want to try a better one. I'm trying to get rid of all of the foods that I eat that have gums and chemicals. Like my butter, I use margarine right now. I'm changing that over to what she recommended, ghee. She wanted me to get iron supplements. I really don't want to do iron, so I am going to do Brazil nuts. I hear about 2 to 3 Brazil nuts gives you the amount of iron you need for the day. Just things like that, trying to find the foods that will give me what I need to balance the hormones. So I'll take you with me. We'll probably go to Whole Foods, we might go to Trader Joe's, and we might go to Sprouts. So about 3 different stores. Oh, and of course Target. But yeah, and I think that'll sum up this video. I think we'll do that, get the foods, and then from there sit down and just talk about a debrief of what the game plan is, and then I'll come back with another day in the life, maybe Vlogmas day 10, where we cover what the results are and what my actual plan will be going forward. Okay, blood work is done. Shopping, here we go. Nothing like retail therapy to make you feel better. Like, even though the retail therapy is groceries. Yeah, still. Let's go. Just left Sprouts. I'm not gonna even go to Whole Foods. Let's go home and see what I got, because the bill was $330. Like, between Target at $600, them at $300, I'm done. I'm done shopping for the whole month. Like, there is what? Christmas shopping is finally done, thank God. But just the idea of knowing that I spent almost $1,000 in one day and I didn't get a tablet, like, it's so frustrating trying to eat good and take the knowing that I need to eat foods that have no chemicals in them to help reduce the inflammation in my body, but the chemical chicken costs $3, and the chicken that's not chemicals and the chicken that don't got chemicals costs $15. Like, just let me be inflamed. Let me be puffy, because it's given she wants to be big still. Because the bank, why does it cost so much to eat so well? Why? This is going to be a very tough journey. I can see that now. And I can see why people quit, why people give up, and why they take shortcuts. Because, baby, your bank account got to be bank accounting. Like, come on. Like, I'm literally gonna spend the month of December, I kid you not, guys, going through my bank account and seeing what else I can turn off. Like, what are some of the things that I'm paying for that, like, some of the apps on my phone, all of it. Like, it may not hit $300, right? But it's gonna definitely hit. I'm sure I can find an extra $100 to $150 that I can just turn off, right? My son's braces is ending in December, so that helps as well. Like, oh my goodness, I just sit back and I'm just like, gosh, this is craziness, crazy. But let's go home. I'm gonna open everything that I got so you guys can see and tell you why I got the specific thing and how it's going to impact and help my body and reduce the inflammation and overall help me get better for $300. Let's go. Okay, so we're home from Sprouts, so let's go into everything that I purchased to hopefully rid my body of inflammation and give me more of an anti-inflammatory palate. That was $300. I got these because I like sweets and I really want to get to the point of eating just better sugars. I don't want to go the route of just cutting everything out. Like, that's not gonna work for me. I got these, which are Brazil nuts, because the doctor recommended that I start to do iodine. I'm trying to make sure that my food is the source of my minerals and not taking a supplement. And 2 to 3 of these a day will cover the iodine that my body needs. I got some coconut chunks, because if you didn't know, a brand sent me this, Nutter sent me this, so I can start making my own coconut milk. The reason why I'm not doing oat milk is because I'm trying to keep my carbs low. I would like to stay between 75 and 100 carbs a day. And so oat milk and almond milks, which is a little bit too high for me. Coconut milk seems to be better. So I'm just gonna make that from scratch. Almond Crunch Bar from Hue. This again is just another sweets. Again, I'm trying to consume, because sugar is something I definitely struggle with. And so I'm trying to make sure that I have the cleanest sugar. Like this has no refined sugars, no cane sugar, no alcohols, no soy, no gluten, no palm oil, and so many other things. It's like literally like 6 things in here. And so it's the healthiest option to having candy, since candy and sweets seem to be one of my weaknesses. Now, I got a couple of these. This is the wild raspberry one. I love this flavor. If you haven't had Mama Chia, make sure that's, come on now. There you go, Mama Chia. If you haven't had this, what are you doing? So this is pretty much just, it's like, you know the packets of applesauce? That's pretty much what this tastes like, but it's chia seeds. So the reason why I'm loving it, it gives you your protein, but most importantly, it gives you my fiber. Just trying to have that well-balanced fiber intake, and make sure that my snacks, like my candies and my healthy snacks, are just healthy. Because up until now, girl, it's been chips, it's been popcorn, and not the ones that you pop on your stove, like the bag popcorn, hot chips at that. And this all types of unhealthy snacks. So just trying to balance just healthy snacks. Now, so I grabbed this. This is a Chomps. Let's see if it clears up for you. Okay. And so this is a beef jerky. Well, it's not beef. It's a turkey jerky. That sounds funny. Turkey jerky. Ah! Okay. Sorry. And so it has a great amount of protein, because again, I'm trying to get fiber and protein up in low carbs. And so this supposedly is going to be good. So I'm going to try it out, see if it hurts my stomach. If it does, it's out. But if it doesn't, I think this will be a great resource. The only thing is, remember, they did say that I have high blood pressure. So it would have to be in moderation, since it does have a lot of sodium. So I've been loving Olipop's here. This is my favorite. Like, if you haven't had the purple, because even though it says grape, we call it the purple soda, right? Or grape, okay, or grape soda, whatever. But this is definitely my favorite one so far. This is probably my second favorite. This is the watermelon and lime. Let's see if it clears up for you there. Watermelon and lime Olipop. My 2 favorites. Now, I did get a new flavor. I try a new flavor like every week. And this is going to be crisp apple. I don't know if it's good. So before you go out and buy it, I don't know if this is a good one. I don't know why it's not showing, but it says crisp apple. Now, I will tell you that even though I do drink these Olipops by themselves, this crisp apple here, I am going to make one of those adrenal cocktails where I'm going to put the magnesium inside of a glass with the tart cherry juice, and I'm going to top it off with this so I can have a little bit of fizz, mix it all up, and drink that at night, so that way I can be super sleepy, because deep rest is one of the key things to reducing the inflammation inside my body. I'm changing up my protein. So I'm going to go ahead. I told you yesterday that I try so many proteins. Like, once a bag runs out, I'm always looking for the next best thing. And the 310 protein is, even though it tastes good, it is filled with gums. And so again, gums and anything with chemicals is what's causing all of this inflammation that we see here. And so I decided to try Truvani. See if it clears up for you guys so you guys can see that. I went with the vanilla. I love vanillas because then you can make it any type of flavor when you add your fruits and peanut butters and stuff like that. And it only has 5 ingredients. That's it. So it is a vegan protein, has 5 ingredients, and that's a win for me. No chemicals, no gums, none of that. Like, that's amazing. I got some hemp seeds. Again, this is just to help that fiber intake. These are also packed with omega-3, so you have your brain, you have your overall balancing of the hormones, helps with insulin resistance, you name it. Like, this is a powerhouse. So I'm gonna be adding this to my smoothies. Some crunchy salted peanut butter because I was out. Again, this is literally just peanut butter. There's no gums, no additives, just raw peanut butter. Going with this magnesium, I was not recommended this one, so I'm gonna try it out. My son used to take it a while ago for his ADHD, so I just went back to it. But I do want to say that I didn't do enough research in regards to if there was better, cleaner versions out there. So He used to take this for ADHD. It worked really well, but just know next month this might change for me. I did get some chicken bone broth here. But beef bone broth is what's really recommended, but again, I was just a little bit too scared because it might hurt my stomach. So I did the chicken one. I got the less sodium one because your girl, the high blood pressure. And I'm going to use this for additional protein. So I'm going to make my rice, my quinoas, my grains inside of this, so that way I'm just getting that extra protein with every meal. Avocados, because one of the things I noticed is when people make these fruit smoothies, even though they're amazing in taste, again, it just spikes your insulin. And so adding avocado to my smoothies or even my protein shakes will really help reduce the insulin spike overall. I got some cauliflower rice because I do love white rice. Even though I didn't buy any today, we have a house full of white rice. And so again, my ultimate goal is to make white rice. Let's say I make a cup of white rice, then I would take a fourth of that and add it to a cup of this, just so I can feel fuller. I told you I love chips. So I got these chips here. They are only 17 grams of carbohydrates. They do have a little bit of protein as well, but they're gluten-free and they're soy-free and they are grain-free. So I'm just hoping overall I don't eat the whole bag in one day and that they are good. But again, not trying to cut out snacks, but just find some healthy alternatives. This is going to be our kale chips that taste like zesty nachos. So rice, gluten-free tortillas. In my mind, I'm thinking about making some chickpea tacos. And so I would season my chickpeas, layer them, add some salsa, add some avocado, add some lettuce, tomatoes. I was not able to find cheese. I wanted to try to find some raw cheese that doesn't have any type of antibiotics or chemicals, but I could not find that at Sprouts. And so if I could find that, I would top that onto this. One tortilla is 24 grams of carbs. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to split the tortilla in half to make 2 tacos out of 1. So that way I'm eating 24 grams of carbs for 2 tacos instead of 1. I got some Ezekiel bread. This is grainless, sproutless, so made with wheat, barley, beans, lentils. It's not gluten-free, but it is low glycemic. Wild rice, quinoa here. Some ghee. I've never had ghee a day in my life. The benefits for turmeric are going to improve my blood sugar, insulin, cholesterol. They're going to act as an antioxidant to protect my cells from damage. It's going to be an anti-inflammatory property to alleviate pain as well as inflammation. Now this one here is going to help overall with the balance of estrogen, the thyroid, and even the testosterone. So then we have our dandelion here. Now this one here is going to help with the bloating and overall gut issues and just balance out my gut. Any imbalances I'm having that are being caused from the gut, this will be balancing out the gut. It is because it's even a possibility right now that even my thyroid is off simply because I have gut issues. I don't go every day. Now this is a diuretic, so I will not be taking this every single day. I may take this Mondays and Fridays or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 times a week. And that is everything that I got starting my journey on rebuilding my health, reducing my inflammation, getting rid of high blood pressure, and figuring out what the heck is wrong with me overall. I hope you guys tune in tomorrow for our next Vlogmas. I'll be covering my Christmas list this year. I don't know how many of the gifts I'll actually get, but all of the things that I have on my Christmas list that you may want to add to yours, because trust me when I tell you, it's some good things.